Wavesound Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Second Chance Station by Renae Black, narrated by Cecelia Ramsdale. Prologue. 10 years ago. The bells above the door of Tony's cafe tinkled as Indy pushed them open. Her gaze darted across the people waiting for tables and those lined up at the counter to pay. No one paid her any attention, which suited her fine. She stepped through the crowd towards the tables, letting elbows and shoulders bump against her, distracting customers from the work of her quick fingers. People were too trusting. Women with unzipped shoulder bags, men who shoved cash in their pockets as if flaunting their wealth. Whatever. Indy used it to her advantage, particularly in a space this crowded, where Sunday brunch with friends was considered the ultimate distraction. It really was too easy. She reached the edge of the crowd and stopped. Beneath her too big hoodie, the hunger monster grumbled at the smells of food. Her stomach turned in on itself and she fought to keep the pain from showing on her face. How long had it been since she'd been full? She eyed a piece of leftover bacon on a plate near her. Her insides snapped like pit bulls in an illegal fighting ring, out for blood. Indy bit her bottom lip. What if she snatched that bacon from the plate? The lady sitting in front of it was too busy waving her arms around as she told whatever bullshit story she was yabbering about to her friend. She wouldn't have any idea what hunger really was. Indy pulled the brim of her hat down as the pain subsided. She'd be in trouble when it stopped hurting altogether. With her hands in the front pocket of her jumper, she fingered the item she'd lifted. Not a bad haul, 2 notes, same size, not long enough. She scrunched one up in her fist and drew her hand back. A flash of pink and purple had her shoving it back in. Damn, $10. She needed more. Dining and dashing would be too hard with the density of the crowd between her and the only exit. Tipping her head back on the pretense of stretching out her neck, Indy took in who was around her. The old man in baggy pants who waited in line to her left had his wife's arm linked through his. 3 women were smacking their lips against each other's cheeks in greeting behind her, and to the right, a father was leaning down to listen to his daughter speak. Diners talking and laughing, not paying any attention to her. Except for one. A woman sitting on a stool at the counter, staring at her. Indy's chin snapped down to her chest. What the hell? She slipped her hands back into the front pocket of her jumper. Did the woman know? She shook her head. There's no...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?